Peace and greetings, soul family. Welcome, 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 welcome on in. Oh my goodness, it is Friday. How are we all feeling? How are we doing? How is your week? I feel like it's been a minute since we've had an opportunity to get together and to talk to one another. Thank you so much, Soul Family. Welcome on in. This is a live broadcast, so I just want to welcome everyone to come on in and join in. And so we can have a little talk and kind of get together and see how you've been feeling, how you've been doing. Welcome on in. And also let me know where you're tuning in from. What city, what state, that kind of good stuff. What city, what state, where are you tuning in from? Oh, welcome in, Erica. Erica Dawson. Welcome in. Maria is here. Welcome. Good to see you, Maria. Davina is here. Priestess Brandy is in the building. Welcome on in. Tremel is here. Welcome in. Thank you for that sound check. Crystal is tuning in from New York. Tremel is here, tuning in from Daytona, Florida. Papa Flan says, peace, love, and light, Ms.Blue. And chat, tuning in from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Such a beautiful place in the world. I've been to Colorado Springs and Garden of the Gods and all of that beautiful, beautiful energy there. Fun fact, out in Fountain, Colorado, if you know where Fountain, Colorado is, I used to work for Apple there. And actually, I started working for Apple when Steve Jobs came back to Apple. So when he came back in and really took his position back for the company he started, that sort of kind of he got ousted out of his own company. I was working for Apple and had a chance to see and meet him in the person, in the flesh, on the planet. Yeah. And Garden of the Gods has amazing energy. It sure does. One of the places where I experienced one of my, one of my spiritual awakenings there. And even had a chance to go. I didn't go all the way up Pikes Peak, the mountain, but been up Pikes Peak a couple of times. So, yeah, just a great flashback of being in Colorado. Absolutely loved it. Loved it there. Welcome on in. I didn't see everybody just slide on in the building. Me and Papa Flan was just having our own conversation here. Erica is tuning in from MS from Mississippi. Maria is tuning in from the UK. Brandy is tuning in from Norwalk, California. Let me ask you, because of all of the tremors that have been going on in California, anybody in that area, and now there's even talks of tsunami warnings that are coming about because of what's happening out in that area. Earlier this week, I got posed with a question, and one of the questions were about ghosts. And maybe we can talk about that. We can talk about that as well. Yeah, yeah. So we can definitely talk about that. But welcome on in. And it is Sagittarius season. Yes, happy born day to everyone celebrating a born day during this season and also this month of Sagittarius. Welcome on in, Rasheen. Welcome in. Much love to you as well. Gotti stepped up in the building. Good to see you. Let's see who else is in here. We have 7 grams is representing New Orleans. Welcome on in. Davina is representing Columbus, Ohio. Alori is in the building, says peace and love. Welcome in. The voice alchemist is representing Louisville, Kentucky. Interesting story. We did a whole show about the Kentucky Derby and the powerful, magnificent brothers who kicked off this whole movement of what we know about Kentucky Derby and the jockeys and horse racing. All of that. Divine Soul Lab. Love the name. Welcome in. Isabella is in the building. Welcome on in. We have the astrology villain of the zodiac. Love that name, sis. Love that name. I'm sure there's a big story behind it, a powerful one representing Detroit. Oh, and then she had the nerve to put Go Lions. Well, fly, Eagles, fly, because I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Yeah. So welcome on in. Dimitri is in the building. She says, Venus, greetings, Miss Blue. Absolutely. That was one of the main reasons more than 20 plus years ago when I started doing this show. It was on that Friday, the day dedicated to Venus. And shouts out to Venus in the sky because Venus is doing her thing, right? Really, all the planets are kind of getting down in a real kind of unique and kind of funky kind of way right now that can play out really, really good for all of us. Yeah, but welcome on in, Demetria from Dallas, Texas. Welcome on in, Chino. I can't say it right. Williams, peace and greetings. Welcome on in. Wow. Welcome on in. Bridget B comes in the building talking about what go on. Let's get the likes up. Gotti is in the house. Always good to see you, Gotti. Welcome in. Welcome in. But let's do a frequency kind of energetic check because we've made some shifts and some strides here in a very, very big way. One of the things that we've been talking about and that I've been sharing in my work and the things that I do, and by the way, if this is your very first time tuning in, listening, let me be the first to welcome you on in. I am Miss Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and also known as the Galactic Oracle, as the powerful brother Sun Ra calls me, the Galactic Oracle. So I'm so glad to be here. But welcome to you all in. Boda Suavi now is in the building. Welcome on in. Good to have you. Peace to the Oracle Supreme. I love that. And a big old juicy peach. Ah, that tastes good right about now. Actually, I can say it's good taste. But I want to ask you all how? Oh, from Blog Talk. Welcome on in. Listen, it's always good to connect. I also want to welcome in our moderator in the building, Lola Falana. Welcome on in. She gives a big shout out to the Alchemy Collective. Taylor is in the building. Wow. But listen, tell me about your week. I want us all to just kind of tune into this energy here. Like I said, it's a lot of things that are happening on the planet. But how are you doing? How are you feeling? Because while the planet is going through its ascension process, shifting, changing, and getting into its divine flow, you too should be getting in your divine flow. I personally think that when the And I want to get some facts here, but when the earthquake happened, anybody lived in California in the area where the earthquake recently happened? Is there anybody here that's been in California where this recent earthquake took place? Anybody in the blue room? Yeah, anybody. Well, here's the thing, you never felt it? Yes. Okay, you were true the 8. You said you were in San Francisco when this happened. I want to say there was some years ago, a couple of years ago, there's always been this prediction. But here's what I personally feel took place. It literally shook the fault lines on the planet. And that's a major, major fault line where that earthquake happened in California and how far it actually rained in California. And the start of something big. I think it is a mark, a energetic marker for humanity, an energetic marker for humanity. And they actually canceled the tsunami warning, but they sent it out because it was like a 7.0, um, on the Richter scale. And it shifted ley lines. And if you don't know what ley lines are, they're energetic lines around the planet. So it's energetic ley lines around the planet. So it's kind of like the planet's nervous system. You can think about the ley lines being the nervous systems on the planet. And something recently just happened as we speak today. And there were a shift, which really this is a matter of expansion in your consciousness or not, because no one has to do anything when they're here. But I want you to just kind of ponder this thought for this. We have officially on the planet closed the door. We have broke the glass ceiling. And a glass ceiling for the planet is an earthquake. If you look at the evolution of the planet and how different things have gotten separated, land masses, they were separated from these shakes and quakes that occur on the planet that breaks the land up and separate what we now know as the different hemispheres on the planet and different landmass on the planet. So think about that. We literally broke the glass ceiling. And let me tell you, this was confirmed to me, but here's what we broke the glass ceiling on. We broke the glass ceiling on when it comes to how we work on the planet, the things that we have a passion for, our what we feel our sole purpose is on the planet. And for those of you who are part of the broadcast channel, Soulful Vibes, that's why I posed that question to you. And boy, matter of fact, shout out to everyone who is a part of the Soulful Vibes broadcast channel, because you guys came back with a bang, with a big bang, because I know you were feeling this energy. So right now, I want you to think about it right now. We have broke the glass ceiling on how we innovate working on the planet through our gifts, through our talents, through our multisensory ability, and through all the things that we're doing. It's broken and that door is closed. We can literally check that off of the list of something that we have accomplished collectively here. And I say that because these are those of us here who are doing the work. So stay with me really quick because I want to kind of talk this out with you all and see what we're feeling. Let's go back to the pandemic. Now, there's been other times, but this is definitely, certainly a time, I think, where there was a massive movement that people can recognize at once. And even during that time when we had the pandemic, one of the things I was constantly saying is that this is an opportunity for us to go inward and really for you to tap in and to know your worth and to really reevaluate your relationships, your connections. What is your divine purpose? What is the reason you're doing the things that you're doing? All of these different things here. And so many people, lives changed during the pandemic. So many new things were innovated. So we had multiple things that were going on, not to mention we also had a whole soul group of, we can call them the Z generation, who showed us that if you do something that you enjoy and that you love, that you will be provided for and taken care of. And so gifts and skills and talents came on board like nobody's business. I've known for quite a bit, and I teach this in all of my classes, and I share it with everyone that I work with and in my one-on-one businesses when I'm with clients as well, doing spiritual consultations. And I said this many, many years ago when Walmart had a big lawsuit going on, and there were so many mom and pop businesses that were taken out of business. We did several shows on this, and they were literally taking Walmart to court. Many of you may remember this. And I said to you guys, I said, soon, don't worry. Big business is not going to reign supreme. Everyone is going to become an entrepreneur. Everyone is going to become an entrepreneur. Everyone is going to become a sovereign being. Everyone. Now, fast forward, we are in that time. Now, it certainly doesn't mean that no one will never work for anyone. That's not what I'm telling you. But we have really reevaluated the way that we work in the world. Would you not agree? We reevaluated our own self-worth. We reevaluated what we think and know we are capable of being, doing, and creating. Our world is changing. And literally, this marks the day that your world has changed. Because we have enough conscious beings on the planet, as it was shared with me, we have enough conscious beings on the planet who have raised their consciousness that we have shown the way. That if you're doing something that is not serving you, that is not fulfilling, that is not honoring your self-value, that you don't have to. There's been many examples after examples and examples and examples of people who have walked away, who have changed their jobs, who have, went back to school or really certified themselves in a different field. They have followed their passion blindly, and they are not just surviving, they are thriving. So it's not going to be this heaviness, or it shouldn't be on you to really elevate yourself to where you feel you need to be. That heaviness on the planet is starting to dissipate, almost like the clouds in the sky. It's starting to go away because we have literally raised the frequency and the vibration for all beings on the planet. It is going away. And so the scariness, the heaviness, the darkness of that you can't make it, that you're not worthy, that you won't be able to do it, that is going away. It is literally going away. Like the clouds in the sky, it is leaving because we have broke the glass ceiling on that. It is truly time for you to step into your true authentic powers and to do it in an authentic way. This is really the time that we have all been waiting for and literally have been waiting for. You know, this is not the time for us to revert back to fear, even though I'm sure if you want to find some things to scare yourself to death, you can. They will be there. They will be there. Yeah. So I wanted to share that with everyone there so we can have a remembrance of this time and this celebration, because that's what's being called into question. And so many of you have, you're really thinking about the work that you're doing in the world. You're thinking about it. And I take that back. You're not thinking about it, you're being about it. But it is time for you to level up. Hence the reason we did the level up challenge right before all of this took off. I want to share some other things with you, and then we're going to get into taking some questions. I want to say welcome to everyone who is joining us here live. Let's hit that like button so we can let the Soul family know that we are here and we are live. I am going to see if I can get the phone lines up and working, but we understand what vibration that is as well. But rest assured, your girl here, I got something in the works for you, and we'll be able to connect with that soon. But I want to let you all know that as we're coming up on closing out this energetic year of 2024, such a powerful year, right? Oh my goodness. I can't believe that we are on the heels of about to close out 2024. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a workshop. And that workshop is going to be on December the 21st. It's going to be on the winter solstice, because we are going to be doing live rituals and live activations. That's what you're coming to. Live rituals and live activation. It's so important to close out before you move forward. One of the reasons I haven't been jumping up doing too many things, and not that you can't, because you can certainly do some things at this time, is because I want to bring a deep closing in this energetic year at this time. So I'm going to tell you about this, and then I'm going to also get you the link. And by the way, shouts out to everyone who is on the Soulful Vibes broadcast channel, because you guys got early access to reserve your seat. So the Winter Solstice Portal Closing Workshop of 2024. We're going to be closing out with grace and power. We're going to be doing that and doing lots of know thyself activation. Yeah. We're going to dive into some galactic transformation because that's what we're going to be doing this. And we're going to be closing out these things that, 2024 right now, many of you are, this is our month that we are reborn. We are reborn again in this month. And I know you're feeling the newness in you. And when we're new, a lot of times it's not about knowing. We have to get out of, I want to know exactly what my next step is. We have to get out of that. If you are present in the moment, know what you are doing now is creating your next step. It's opening, unlocking doorways, opportunities. You are creating, co-creating as you go with the Most High, with the divine, with your higher self, God, the universe, whatever you choose to call it. But we're going to be closing out. We're going to do a closing out ceremony. And when all of us get together, of course, something I always used to remember, Brother Bobby Hemmett would come on the show and say, Blue, and he would call me right before I would do my shows every night that I would do them and say, Blue, every night you get together, you are raising the frequency on the planet with everyone coming together in the remix. So one of the reasons he told me about a powerful channel he received, and I was the goddess Newt, the sky goddess, the star goddess. And when we all get together, we are on our own universe, our own constellation that exists. And each one of you bringing your spark of your light, we are expanding the consciousness on the planet. One of the things I will be so grateful, so grateful, so grateful for is all of the work that I have done and still will continue to do, and how that has spread on the planet from all of the master teachers, from all of the star seeds, all of the enlightened beings, all of the mystics and the healers and the master teachers who have come through this portal here, working with me and all of you and all of us together. We have spread light to every place on the planet and everywhere on the planet, from here to Timbuktu. And there are souls from all walks of life and all backgrounds that have been connected and come through this portal here, the Remix, Planet Remix. And I'm truly grateful for that. And so every year I do a closing ceremony. And it's powerful. I do it with my family, my children, of course. And I have done it with the priestesshood, done it in self-invested and many other workshops. This year is significant. This 2024, the winter solstice portal, we will be getting together. If you can't make it live, you can definitely have access to listen to the recording. It's going to be a cosmic Zoom call. We're going to get together. It's going to be on December the 21st at 2024. I'm going to put the link in the Blue Room for anyone who's interested. If you're listening to this in the future or listening to this in the past, you can definitely tap in by checking out the show notes, because I have the link there in the show note as well for you to tap in and listen to, and to also get the details and information. And so, yeah, I want to share that with you all. Let's see, did it go in? There it is. All right, there it is. I'm going to pin that to the top of the channel there. So, anyone who's interested, you can reserve your seat. Yes, you can lock in. And we are so glad to have you. So glad to have you and have you join us. Mm-hmm. 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 So, yeah. And really, called, if you feel called to be a part of this workshop and to come, and so that we can do this work together and on that powerful energy of the solstice, of closing out 2024 and bringing that energy all together. And I'm also going to share some things about 2025 as well. And I'm excited to share those things with you guys. I'm going to be sharing some things with you guys as well. So I look forward. I want to say thank you to everyone who's already, because my goodness, secured their seats, and for the rest of you who will be joining us. And so the details are there for the winter solstice closing portal of 2024. It's going to be all about rituals, and you're going to do it in real time. You're going to do it live. I'm going to show you some things I haven't shared before, and really to where I'm moving to in my work when you come to this workshop. So you'll get a glimpse into that. But just some beautiful things that are definitely coming. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We're going to see if we can get on the phone lines tonight, but welcome to everyone on in. Happy Born Day for all of the Sagittarius who are celebrating a born day during the month of December, and everyone who's celebrating a born day during this time. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So let's see if we can actually kind of get on these phone lines here. Let's see if they'll let us in. If not,
Welcome to Blog Talk
we're gonna
Radio.
figure out a way. We're gonna figure out a way. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
To start your show now, press 1.
Let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see.
We are sorry, but we are experiencing a problem with our system. Please try your call again later.
Okay. So they are still experiencing some problems with their system. And thank you for those of you who are securing your spots right now. It is so good to have you join us. You will get all of the details. You'll get that the day before. So definitely we'll send that out as well. Mm-hmm. So this is what we're going to do. I'm actually going to be what do you call it? Taking your questions from the Blue Room. And happy born day to Biba Mercedes. Happy born day today. And yes, Voice Alchemist. I can't wait either. I'm very, very excited for us to get together. Matter of fact, you want to make sure you like and subscribe, because there will be some other notifications that will be coming up here very, very soon. I also will have some more dates on my calendar. That's going to be opening up here shortly for some one-on-one. I have some times there as well. And I want you all to ask some questions. And being that you guys are not actually on the phone with us, okay? The phone with us at this time, you can put your question in chat, but let's keep the questions to be something open, something, that we all can benefit from. And we will have that time where we will be able to come together, and I'll be able to answer your personal question that just pertains to you. But this may be a great time. I've actually been in some forums online and really, really enjoyed the dialogue of answering these questions that really impact all of us as well. Mm-hmm. So if you have some questions, we have Lola Falana, our mod in the building. And by the way, shouts out to all the mods, Lola Falana, Mr. Dante, and also Brother Lance. To all the mods in the building, sending them so much love. But definitely you want to go ahead and if you have a question, put it in the blue room. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Lola. Lola has a question. All right, Lola Falana, you can put your question in the blue room. I don't know if you guys are loving the cosmic vibes there, but we are sort of moving. This is us. You see the light in there? That is us in there, the light. We are moving through the Milky Way galaxy there in our Merkabas and just kind of elevating our frequency and consciousness and just becoming more crystalline beings. Is Venus visible in the night sky? Actually, yes, Venus is visible and so is Jupiter. But right now, the brightest star that you're going to see is going to be the planet Jupiter that's in the night sky. That is going to be the brightest thing. So if you look in the night sky and you see something that appears to be this bright star, chances are that is Jupiter doing its thing. Yeah. So you will be able to see Jupiter and Venus in the night sky right now. That star is going to be pretty bright for you. And so, of course, Venus is doing her thing. She is the enchanted goddess in the sky tonight. You'll be able to see Venus very bright, the evening star. And I believe, if I'm correct, it is the southwestern horizon. But you have to go out after sunset and you will be able to see Venus's glow. Now, when it comes to, depending on where you are in the world, I want to say tomorrow, Jupiter is going to be directly positioning itself from the sun. And so when this alignment happens, it brings Jupiter closer. It reminds me of that song, Closer Than Close. Closer Than Close. Right? And Jupiter is going to be shining the brightest for the year, for this whole year, and even surpassing Venus. Jupiter is going to be doing its thing. Hence the reason when you first came in, you seen the goddess, which is Venus, sitting on top of Jupiter. So way to go for those of you who picked up that activation art. You were able to see that. That's why I have Venus sitting on top of Jupiter. Let's go to the next question. In September, I seen a demon and a elf. What does that mean? They were just walking down the street casually. So here's a couple of things when it comes to what we call, and I'm going to loosely use this term demon. Loosely use this term. But what happens when you see something, these are energies that are projecting themselves into these lower formations. Now, you said you've seen them sort of walking down the street and walking past you. It could have been two things. Number one, I would say to you that you were going through an adjustment in raising your vibration and lowering your frequency. And so chances are when you're seeing that demon or coming in contact with that demon, you have raised your frequency high enough that they could not even stop to entertain you or come closer to you. And so you were just able to recognize their presence because of you have already raised your frequency. So if you go back before September, go back about go back September, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. If you go back towards back September and maybe go back 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 months, this is when a lot of that energy of whatever you were going through at that particular time, you were working on transmuting, healing, and raising your vibration. And because you raised your frequency and vibration, you were able to see them, but they were not able to even come closer in your aura. As you continue, because remember, these things we're calling demons, evil, all of this is just energy. It is energy that is sort of kind of formating itself based upon fears, trauma, pain, programming, and things that you've been exposed to in your life. And so this is how come so much of this comes out in the movies, things that we have been through, Hollywood, and they play on that energy. But it's just energy. So I would say to you, you were able to recognize it, you were able to see this. And as you were able to recognize these entities, these demons and the imp or elf or whatever it was that you seen, they kept walking because they realized you're no longer in the space you were before. Because had you been in the same space, it would have scared the shit out of you. You would have been traumatized by that. So, congratulations on doing the work, raising your frequency and consciousness. The more you raise your frequency and consciousness, you won't see that. You will understand it, but you really won't see that. Like it's not a need for you to engage with it to that degree. Yeah. You said I wasn't afraid, just made sure they weren't coming for you. Yeah. Yeah. Because see, this, we have a lot of systems on this planet that wants to keep us locked into fear. I'm telling you, this is why the title of this share and probably few others is going to be this era of frequency, because this is where we're at. It's all about frequency. It's not even about dimensions anymore, because really we say dimensions like the 3D world, the third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, but it's really not a dimension. We're really talking about frequencies. We're moving closer into the age of Aquarius. And I want to kind of say that lightly because technically you could have been in the age of Aquarius. There are lots of beings on the planet, myself included, and many of you, we have been in the age of Aquarius because it's a frequency. This is why literally we have about 3 or 4 Earths that are being birthed and happening right now. And depending on the frequency you're in, it depends on what Earth you're living in and what you're going to experience. We're working towards that level of self-mastery. This is what all the work has been about. I'll say this here, and you all let me know what you think and what you feel about this and what you're picking up about this. We have gone through a threshold. We went through several thresholds, but we went through a threshold. This is literally our graduation. This is 2024 is a graduation. It's like all of us has been in medical school. We've been in law school. We have been going to school. We went through from pre-K all the way up, graduated from public school, or we graduated from 1 through 12, and then we went on to university or uni, however you say it. And we went on to that school, and then we went into our specialty school. It's graduation time. Most of us are celebrating a graduation at this time. And so now it's not that you stop learning. Please don't ever stop learning. Please don't ever stop growing. I'm not telling you there's a place you go and you sit down and, ooh, I made it, and that's it. That's not what I'm telling you. But this is the graduation. This is the real graduation, because we are going to be called into action here. It's kind of like you're waiting on those orders from the universe to come and say, here's your next assignment. And this is where many of you are right now. You're waiting on that next assignment. You have already maxed out what you have been doing here. And so that's why I've been telling you guys since the beginning of this year, things that you used to do the way you used to do it, it's not going to work for you no more, because you have reached the peak of where you're at. It's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to level up. It's not going to work the same for you. It doesn't mean you won't continuously keep doing the same thing, but you will be doing it from a more aware and a more expanded consciousness. And so now you will literally have to walk the walk and talk the talk. Literally, in your own life. And so I can't think of the movie that came out. I think it was a Pixar movie where they were trapped in a video game. And the guy was trapped inside the video game, and he was trying to navigate his way inside the video game. It was a simulation that was going on, which is much about what we talk about when we refer to the matrix and we say we are living inside of the matrix. Well, that's only half the truth. You can live inside of the matrix, or call this inside of the matrix. Yeah, Wreck It with Ralph. That's the movie, yes. And this is what the internet is going to become. You cannot so I want to stay on track because you guys got some great conversation going on in the Blue Room. But living inside the matrix, not the matrix of the mind. We have an escape route. That's what all of your work is for, to get you out of your mind. I want you to think about those of you who have been doing the work here for a while. How long have I been harping on that mind? How long have you been here working with me and working with the mind and getting out of your mind? More of humanity is starting to catch up with trying to get out of their mind, because that's where the false matrix is. That's the false matrix. What you're going to be tapping into is what I like to call the pretty matrix. Earth, this planet, us coming here, is somewhat of a phenomenon. Even your ascension into the planet Earth is a phenomenon in itself. So you have to know that speaks to how powerful you truly are as a being. Now, I can tell you a lot of fancy stories and I can give you a lot of things in history, but I promise you, the power is looking at your life and understanding where it is at this present moment, how you're using the gifts, the skills, the information that you're getting, and make some real life changes in who you are in expressing your God particle. Because that's what we're all here to do, is to unlock that magic of the God particle that lives inside of us. If you're not unlocking that God particle inside, then you're still inside of the matrix, the false matrix. It's like playing a video game. And while you're playing the video game, it shows that you won $1 billion, or you're playing a video game, and in the video game it shows that you're playing The Sims and you got a house, you got 3 or 4 houses, you got a family, you got a car, you got a good job. You're doing all of these things, but you're doing it in the matrix. And once you step outside that matrix, you don't have any of it. Your life is not abundant. You're not healthy in your mind. You're not healthy in your body. You're not healthy in your spirit. And so that's why I use the analogy of you got to get out of the matrix, the false matrix of your mind. And you have to step into what I call the pretty matrix. This is the one that was created on a higher frequency. It is one that matches the internal, matches the external experience. It's holistic by its nature. So you want to make sure that you are not living in a false matrix. And your life is only good when you're living through simulations of programs in the false matrix. You want to have this going on in the inside of you. But we've been doing a lot of work on ourselves, and it should show in your life. And here's the thing. If it's not showing up the way that you want it to show up at this time, it's not too late. And that's the message that I want to give to you. It's never too late. Don't let anyone tell you it is too late. It's never too late. It's absolutely never too late for you to start now. To start now. Things are going to start speeding up. We're already seeing things speed up. And when I say things are starting to speed up, I don't say that in just a loose statement. I mean, for real. Seasons are going to start speeding up. Time is eventually going to catch up with itself. Watch what I tell you. Time is going to catch up with itself, which we know time is an illusion. It's a construct of this reality. And it is a way to flow outside of this construct of time. When you're doing something that you love and you're passionate about and you have a strong intrinsic feeling about, there is no such thing as time. You're not sitting here going, what time is it? What time is it? You're not locked in to that vibration. You've rose above it. You can move outside of those constraints. So I know that was your question, Lola Falana. So I wanted to kind of give you some insight on that, And also, here's the another thing. Pay close attention to your dreams. Very much close attention to your dreams. Because your dreams are going to be revealing many things. The Akashic files, the Akashic records are getting archived yet again. And probably every single calendar year here on out, they will be archived. And it's kind of like someone taking your memory card out of your computer and wiping off all the programs, and you're starting over again. But you're truly not starting all over again. What you really are doing is you're choosing how you want to navigate and elevate as you continue to move forward. So carry that with you in your heart. But it's all about your frequency. Everything that you desire, your abundance, your transformation, all of that is a higher vibration. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dreams have been very detailed. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. You're in a dream season. Remember, these things are season. It's not wrong or right. So if you're in a dream season and you find yourself that you are constantly in a state where you are having very clear, vivid dreams, downloads, details, then definitely you want to pay attention to it. If you're not in a dream season, then that means that there's some other multisensory ability that is coming online for you at this time. Everything from our ancestors to our guides, gods and goddesses, different deities. Remember, they all live inside of you. Ascended masters, all of these entities, beings, whatever you choose to call them, they are here to help you tap deeper into your abilities. We are activating superpowers at this time. And not so we can get on top of a building and fly, but that may be coming. But really, so we can really start to create this new world that we have been in. We're going to start to see a lot more things in the old world go away that is not working. We've talked about this. And when I get ready to do the closing out end of year show, which I will talk about that, and it's not, I'm going to be giving you predictions, but I want to kind of quantify these predictions. And these predictions that I'm telling you about are simply going to be based on the fact that these are possible strong timelines based on the dominance of frequency that is in the collective, meaning everyone, 8 billion people on the planet, not just you and me, but just the 8 billion on the planet, possible timelines that we can go in. But remember, nothing, absolutely nothing is written in stone. You can change your destiny. And we just talked about this. If you didn't hear the Astro Magic talk that I did about a week ago on Clubhouse, I went into this, went really deep into this. Let's get to the next question. Mama is the Source has a question. Let's see. Remember, I want you to keep your questions so we all can benefit from them, not personal questions that are personal to you just because the phone lines are not there. And I want you to bring your beautiful vibration, even though I can do it without that. You guys know that. But I really want this time for us to just kind of get together and talk. We can have some dialogue and answer some questions, and you all share your insight as well. So, Mama is the Source. What is Mama is the Source question? And I see Miss Rich. Thank you for that, Lola. Lola Falana. Welcome everyone on in. Let's hit that like button so we can let our soul family know that we are here. I don't know if the notifications are going out, but I can trust that everybody is here who needs to be here. And anyone who gets this thereafter is what I absolutely love about that. So let's see, Mama is the Source. Let me see if I can go back up and get your question. Let's see. I don't see. What should we be adding to our spiritual bath during this time? It's a good question. Couple of things. I would recommend if you're going to add anything to your spiritual bath at this time, you want to add those things in your bath that's going to be good for your nervous system. And so, essential oils. I may have, let me grab, hold on. Let me grab my book here. I want to give you guys something. Let me give you something you can put in your in your in your bath at this time. Mm-hmm. 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 So here's something that you can try. And I'm gonna give you some things that you can put inside your bath that really is going to help you. You want to take 8 grapes And these can be any kinds of grapes. You want to do 8 grapes. This is a spiritual bath that you can do. And this particular spiritual bath, I recommend, although you can do it whenever you want, that you do it when the moon is visible. So for most of us, that's going to be at nighttime. You're going to take 8 grapes, and grapes itself is going to be tapping into this feminine energy because it's connected with this energy of the moon. But the moon energy is also connected with home. It's connected with family. Um, uh, well, let me back up. Home, not family. It is connected with family, but I'm going to speak to your home as well as your physical body. You want to take these 8 grapes and have these 8 grapes. You want to put them in a cup, and you're going to pour some water in these 8 grapes. Now, what I normally do is I take my grapes and I freeze them first because I kind of want them to kind of float around in the bath water for a while. But freeze the grapes, and then you're going to put them in a cup. Hold each one of the grapes, and you're going to set your intention, and you're also going to infuse the grapes with frequencies. And then you're going to take the grapes, and each one of the things that you're infusing into the grapes, think about the grape. The grape has a skin much like we have a skin. That's our largest organ on our physical body. And then we have a barrier between our skin and what is inside. And you want to find some seeded grapes, grapes that have seeds in them. Okay, because you're going to be doing something afterwards with the seeds of the grape. And I want you to think about those things that really bring you to a state of calmness. So you can do this one or two ways. You're going to use the 8 grapes for things that bring you calm and peace. These are states of awareness that you're going to be infusing with intention into each grape, a state of awareness that you are seeking for yourself, because it's working with your nervous system, working with your energetic body and the causal body and, the etheric body and all of that. So, and grapes also help you with your auric field. So you're going to take these frozen grapes in the cup after you've blessed them and you've set intention, and you're going to put them in a cup. And then after you're in the bathtub, you're going to one by one drop them into the bathtub with you. And then you continue with whatever your practice is with those grapes. The grapes are there to really help you to, how can I say, strengthen your auric field in you. Because when you have a strengthened auric field, your energetic body, it puts you in a state of peace. It puts you in a state of harmony. It puts you in a state of flow. It calms you. It relaxes you. It gives you a state of harmony that you're going to find within yourself. And as you're in the bath, after you're getting ready to get out, I want you to move your hands around in the water and gently, because this is something you have to do very gently, because at this time the grapes are very soft and they will fall apart. Gently scoop the grapes up and place them in the cup, back into the cup. Every grape that you are placing back into the cup, you are giving gratitude for your life. You're giving gratitude to yourself. Find an area of your life to pay gratitude to. What are you grateful for about you? What do you have to be grateful for in there? And then afterwards, what you're going to do when you get a chance, it could be the next day or later, you're going to open up the grapes, squish them open, and you're going to get the seeds. And you're going to take those seeds and plant them in the ground. And giving that, those seeds are going to carry those intentions of gratitude. They're going to carry those intentions of all of what you have deep inside of you into the earth. So you'll give them back to the earth. That's one. hmm The other thing that you can do is rose petals. It's a great time to always take a bath and put the rose petals in. You're putting the rose petals in for self love, to connect with that energy of love, psychic powers, healing, any of that to have in the bathtub with you when you're taking your spiritual bath. I think it's important when we're crafting spiritual baths, and I even knew this when we were doing when I made the magical spiritual bath kits. It's important that you infuse your own magic and rituals in there. The components, yes, there's great components that we have that you can begin to start putting in your bathtub. But I want you to make this an intuitive practice when you're doing your spiritual baths, that you are using these elements. They can be herbs, they can be different things that you are putting in there. This time of the year, if anyone wants to grow a business, you have an idea you want to grow, you have a baby you want to birth and you want to grow, is to take the seeds from the pomegranate, half the seeds, to go into the bath with you. You may want to put them in a little tea sack and put them in your bath water. The other half of the pomegranate you physically partake in, while also acknowledging, writing down, and speaking out loud your wishes of what you want to grow in your life. So, pomegranates are powerful for acts of fertility. So, anything that you want to do when it comes to acts of fertility, you want to do that. Abundance, something you want to grow in your life. If you want to, you know, grow more understanding, a deeper understanding about yourself, your life, and what you want to do, whatever it is that you want to nurture and you want to grow, this is where the abundance come in. The pomegranate is going to be powerful for you to start working with that pomegranate. The other thing that you can begin to start working with is let me see here. mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Eucalyptus, the eucalyptus plant. I want to give you that. That's another one you can use, the eucalyptus. It's going to be very powerful to work with the eucalyptus. Again, this is a lot of healing energy. And so eucalyptus and many of the herbs have so many medicinal usage. So you can do them. You can make sort of a tea or a tincture out of it. You can use it in that way. You can, you can have it with you for healing, right? That eucalyptus, you can take some of the eucalyptus and you can actually put it in your bath water as well. You just want to bless it anytime you're working with any kind of herbs or anything, or herbs, or any kind of plants or anything. You want to bless it, set your intention, and yeah, put it in your bath water. I think that in itself is just going to be very powerful. The other thing that I would give you is some cinnamon. Can't go wrong with some cinnamon, of course. This cinnamon energy, again, this a lot of abundance, a lot of love that's here. Tapping into your psychic abilities, your multisensory abilities, healing, um, understanding the spiritual essence of yourself, tapping into your I am, is very much connected with this energy of this cinnamon. It is masculine in its nature, but it's connected to the sun. Its element is fire. We're in Sagittarius season, connected with those deities, the deities Aphrodite, Venus, connected with Oshun, connected with Het Heru, Hathor, the goddess Hathor. So these powerful goddesses, this energy to help bring this full circle with this energy of cinnamon. Mm-hmm. 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 You can even get cinnamon incense, which are amazing. I haven't had some in a while, but those cinnamons are really, really nice. So, those are some of the things that you can do when it comes to your spiritual bath and begin to start using some of the things. I personally will say, take a look in your kitchen, take a look in your cabinet. Orange peels. Many of you who have been around for a long time, I give out a lot of these rituals and different things, and I will tell you guys how to use your orange peels, which is so powerful. You know, the orange itself is the golden apple, and take the shell of the orange peels, cut it up in eighths, and freeze it overnight. And when you get ready to take your bath, you drop those orange peels in there. You know, these are things to really help you raise your frequency and your vibration when you're setting the intention. Never forget the magic is you. You are the magic. Nothing gets activated until you make a connection with it. These things that are outside of ourselves, these are just symbols for us to recognize to go within. So remember, the symbol itself is telling you that you must unlock this from within. This is why you will hear so many spiritual teachers talk about the unlocking of the magic, the remembrance of who you are, the know thyself. You know, all of these things are coming up because the goal is we have all of these things here. We agreed to come to this material world, that we would come here. A part of this is an experiment. It's like it's sort of this experiment that's going on here. We get a chance to play around with things that we don't get to play around with in other galaxies and other dimensions. We don't get our emotions in other dimensions. It's simply not needed for these frequencies of where we are. So we get a chance to express ourselves from the wholeness of God, the universe, the divine, our God particles here in ways that we don't get to express outside of this galaxy. So we get a physical body, we get a consciousness, and most importantly, we get free will. You get free will here. We get free will, but somehow we tend to not think it's free. We think it's something we must fight for. We think it's something we have to learn. But this is your birthright. Your free will is your birthright. It is your get out of jail free card every single time that something is happening. But also, not just when things are happening, but as you're creating things. Know that you are creating things. Being present is your greatest protection. The greatest protection on the planet is being present in the moment. You have access to all your superpowers, total access from within. These things are happening from within. You have to go within. You're not going to get around it. It's inside. It's not outside. It's inside. Yeah. Next question. Um, You know, someone did ask a question to me and they emailed it to me this week, and I want to talk about it here for just a second. And it had a lot, and I get this question. I've gotten it quite a few about venting, expressing or venting. And My simple answer on that is that it's low frequency energy. It does nothing for you. It's low frequency. It puts you in a lower vibration. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. We've got to get out of the throes of this twisted history. Like I told you guys, I'm not a fan of history anymore. I'm not a fan of it. Half of it, most of it is diluted, convoluted. And then we have to think about the eyes in which the history is being told. So let's see. Let's see. Whose question is next? Brenda's? Whose question is next? I'm not sure whose question is next. You guys have to tell me. I want to say thank you to everyone who's signing up for the Winter Solstice Portal Workshop. So excited. So excited. We're going to get together. We're going to do some work. It is a workshop for a reason. We're going to be doing the work. Okay. I don't see Brenda's question. I don't know if Brenda is still here. Brenda, you guys, if you have your question, do me a favor. Pull out a note or something because we're not on the phone lines. You're going to have to write your question down. So when it is your turn, you can do it. Brenda asks, what are some beauty rituals that we can do this season? Ooh, yeah. Brenda wants those beauty rituals. Like I told you guys, one of the things that I've learned, and I learned from my mother and my grandmothers and my aunts, castor oil. And I take a little bit of castor oil. It's great to put on your skin. You just need a high quality of castor oil. You need one that is certified castor oil that is raw, and also one that is from a reputable company. If you check the link in my bio for my Amazon store, and literally, I definitely will get about 2 pennies off of anything that you purchase from there, but it is an affiliate link. You can purchase some of that. You want some of the pretty girl magic rituals. The workshop that I did for the pretty girl magic, I'll have to think about some, and it's really time for another pretty girl magic workshop. If I have enough sisters interested in the pretty girl magic, we can do that because we have definitely uh tap into that. Mhm. 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 So, yeah, so we can definitely do that. Mhm. You know, it's a lot that is happening. Right now Mars is in reverse. You remember that song? In reverse, reverse. And this, I feel, is a great thing. Is a great thing that Mars is retrograde. Mhm. Because it's everything that we have been talking about here tonight. This is about the inside job. This is about following our heart. Mm. Oh, I'm reading Taylor. I'll come back, Taylor, and answer your question. But it is turning back to our hearts at this time. at this time. Mm, hmm I want to send you so much love, Taylor, to your dear fur baby passing away at this time. Uh, this is a portal for pets, unfortunately, to do. I kind of spoke about this a few weeks back that there may be some pets. But here's the thing, our pets stay with us and stay around our loved ones until they know that we have moved to another level within our lives and our understandings. So your pets stay around. They don't live as long as we do as humans, right? But they have their own lives. And she says, "My dog passed away today. I wasn't around. Is there anything he wants me to know?" I've been experiencing a lot of transitions lately, and it's been emotionally heavy, needing a bit of guidance. Well, first of all, I want to tell you that he loves you so much and so grateful for the time that you spent together, the years that you spent together, the times that you spent together. Um, and animals are very different than us humans. They're good with going. They know they have served their purpose in going. And most of the time, they will make a transition. This is why you see where um, if you have a pet, before the children leave to go to college, before they get ready to graduate high school or step into a purpose, maybe they take up a dance class or they take up art or they start to do something that is powerful in their lives that they've been working towards for a long time, or a dream or something gets realized, someone gets married, someone has a baby, or a relationship that was unhealthy suddenly ends, or the two partners or the parents separate from one another. You will see pets will make their transition during these times because they have helped complete a cycle where extra support and love was needed, and now they can transition themselves onward. And so, your dog, and it's interesting you call him a dog, and he says he loves you, he will forever be with you, and he's showing me something. It looks like a stuffed animal or some sort of uh, something. He says that you have in remembrance of him and lots of pictures. And Taylor says, "I'm about to get my first apartment, hopefully next week." Yes, he knows that you have moved on to a lot of things. That's why a lot of dogs are emotional, what they call them, emotional pets or emotional companions, because they can hold our frequency and they help us to stay balanced. A pet can help you stay emotionally balanced because they will take all the negative, low frequency energy and they have the ability to absorb it. Just like cats will lay next to you when they know you're sick or you're sad and you're down. Dogs will do it too, but cats will definitely do it. And they will take all of those low frequencies and transmit and mute that energy, pull it away from you so that you don't have it. So your dog was there for you, Taylor, when you needed him most. And he is so secure that he knows that you are ready to step into this next big, new, beautiful chapter of your life. And he will forever be with you in spirit. But he's happy to have assist you through some of your most difficult times, more challenging times, and also fun and loving times. I know I said I wasn't going to take no questions, but I seen that and I seen his beautiful little fluffy little face and I knew that he wanted you to come through to tell you that. Taylor said he meant the world to me. He definitely transmuted a lot of energy for me over the years. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah. That's what he was here for. And he wants you to know you good. Shorty good. You got it from here. You got it. You absolutely got it. And he was very well taken care of and loved beyond loved. And he's so grateful and thankful to be able to spend this time with the family, spend this time with all of you. But pets go on. He's running and playing and doing all kinds of things. They don't skip a beat when it comes to making their transition. Animals and pets like us humans. Yeah. 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 So there you go. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's truly happy. Truly happy. Yeah. Mm. Hmm. Beautiful. 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 Oh, sorry to hear that. So many of you all are losing pets. I don't know. I can't remember where I was or if it was in class, but there is a portal for a lot of pets to leave the planet during this time. Lots of pets. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're so welcome, Taylor. Love you so much, Taylor. I'm going to send you some sparkles. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I know I said no personal questions, but I wanted to take that one for Taylor. But who has the next question? We're going to try to keep the questions to the collective because we don't have the phone lines that we can go to at this time. I'm going to try again. No, it's a episode ended. I don't think we can try again, y'all.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
To start your show now, press 1.
There are no shows scheduled within the
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, it's shut down. It's shut down now. It's okay. No, we're not going to Clubhouse. We're not going to Clubhouse. At least not right now. We're not going to go to Clubhouse. But that might not be a bad thing. But we'll see. I got a lot of work I gotta still do. I got sessions this weekend. And oh my goodness, for those of you who are going to be going to the event that Donna Lee is putting on, for those of you who received the UNC 888, Donna Lee's event is this weekend. I am super excited to be a special guest with Priestess Donna Lee. And as she goes through the 88 UNC's Stargate Creation Energy Workshop with Priestess Donna Lee, that's going to be so much fun. And I'm going to be truly grateful and thankful to be the special guest with her there and watch her do her amazing thing this weekend. Yeah. So that's going to be going on as well. I want to remind you guys, don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And yeah, maybe we will hop on over to the club. Y'all want to go in the club? Y'all want to, that's what y'all want to do? Y'all want to go open up the club? Maybe we can go, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we might be clubbing tonight. We're going to be clubbing. We might go over to the club for a little bit here. So, who's next? Who's next? Oh, she disappeared. Okay, well that's fine. It's okay for people to disappear. To disappear. Just want to check in again and see how everyone is feeling, everyone is doing. Give me 1 second, you guys. I know. I really should have no dead air, right? Is that what they call it? But air can't be dead. So that's a misnomer in itself. No such thing. No such thing. So, what we are going to do, well, thank you guys for telling me to take my time. Take my time. All right. So, this is what we're going to do. I don't even know what y'all have going on over there, but I'm going to put the invitation in the room because we are going to move this over to the Oracle's house just for a little bit here. Why not? And see what's going on, see what's good. What's good? See what's good. Um hmm. Yeah, got to get this. Let me see if it'll let me put it in the blue room. Y'all got your wish. There it is. That is the link if you want to join us over in the Oracle's house on Clubhouse. We're going to go ahead and close out here. Wanted to come on really, really quick. Don't worry, all of this will be changing up soon. Yes, yes, yes. I'm staying in divine flow and trusting my process with it. And I thank you all for being on this ride with me and allowing me to do things the way that I need to do things so that we all can get the love and support and the authentic magic that we need. So we're going to close out. Peace and love to you, Soul Family. If you want to join us in the Oracle's house, just click the link there in Clubhouse and you'll be able to find your way on over. And I will see you all there. So peace and love, Soul Family. Peace and love. Ciao.